Yeah. Open up the editor, and that's what I had open last time. Much better. Now I can actually see what that's gonna look like in the stream much more clearly. All right. Yeah. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay there. You see, everything was going good, and then I went to open up OBS, and it just completely was like, no, man, you gotta reinstall this. So I just had to reinstall it, as one does. Today's stream is going to be a little bit different than the first stream I did, in that it is mostly, well, hopefully, going to be requests, and more just like sketches and stuff instead of a full-blown piece of art, because what I did last time I think was the most most time I've ever spent on a like on a piece per quality, in that I don't think the quality came out good and it took me too long to make it, I think. So I'm oh wait, please don't. Sigh. Okay, well, this is a good thing because I can show off that I have a BRB screen. First, let me just open this up and make sure the problem is what I think it is. Yep. Alright. Great start, I must say. Just really, truly amazing. Alright. Let me just fix this in the background here. Okay. Keep this as... Ooh, fix the settings. Alright. Great start, I really must say. Well, anyone watching, if you want to actually you know, talk to me, I actually am in the voice channel on my Discord, which, if you're not already in it, you can find the link to that in the description. So, I'm not sure how good of an idea this is, honestly. But if you wanted to, talk, then there you go. That's how. Alright. Gotta stop the service and then restart it. Timing, though. Jeez. Hey, I recognize the song. This is, I was listening to it earlier today. I can't place what it is. Alright, let's see if size works better now. Oh, wait, hold up. I needed to see something. Oh my gosh, the little llama dance is almost timed up to the song. That's perfect. Alright. There we go. Okay, now we're in business. Let's just shift back to this. Where was... Okay, there it is. Ah, alright. Now we can begin. Now that little problem has been resolved. So, like I said before, I am going to, take requests in the chat if I like them for it to draw. Other than that, I guess I'll just be sketching around. Not going to make a full piece like I did last time, as, this is just going to be a generally more chill stream than the last stream. I mean, the last stream was pretty chill. This one's gonna make it look like it wasn't how chill it's gonna be. So, yeah. As for what you can request, literally anything, I'd prefer if it relates to Juxtapose, the game I'm working on, but it does not have to by any means at all. I mean, that being said, if it's something I'm uncomfortable drawing. Oh, hello. Right. If it, yeah. Uh, Actually, I'll type in chat. That's something I did not do at all really last time. So yeah, SBG, did you catch what I was talking about, how this stream's gonna work pretty much, or do I need to repeat it? I will wait for their response. Alright. Yeah, so if you have any requests for what you want to see me draw, like specific, just anything, then just say it and we'll be done. If it's not like just straight up porn or something, can't do that. We're on Twitch. Let's see if we can get a good pose in here. I'm going to draw Lima here, and I think I'm going to draw her in somewhat of a, like, sort of, not action hero pose, but like, you know, like the sort of like hands on hips, sort of like, oh yes, I am cool pose. Because I think that's a pose she would probably stand in a lot. Though, right now, her proportions are a little bit off. She looks like she's 8. Not, she's 12. That's 4 years too young. But, okay, this is gonna be awkward. We're gonna do this move here, stretch that up a little, this up, move this back into place. Whoops. This back down. There we go. It's like a puzzle. Alright. Yeah, though, if you have a request at any time, feel free to say it, as I am really just, I have no idea as to like what I'm really going to do after sketching this, as I want most of this stream to be powered by just basically like requests people have. So yeah. Hopefully some more people join like they did last time. That was pretty sweet having a active chat. Actually gave me something to talk about. I'm just gonna draw Lima in her normal clothing. Her design's actually changed very slightly since last time I drew her. Alright. Her design's changed very slightly since the last time I drew her, as I actually made a, like, it's not done yet, but like it's fully rigged for like front facing, a flash sprite for her, actually the sprite that's going to be used in the game. And in this, I realized just how impossible it is to have, like, how I had it sort of like this. Impossible to do in a flash sprite, so I changed it slightly so that the sleeve is just hanging off here, because this is much easier to do. Like, a bajillion times easier, truthfully. Alright. We just need to draw her hair and her face, and I think this sketch will be pretty much done. Small little detail about Lima that I don't think I actually mentioned last time I was drawing her. I always like to draw her little ahoge hair antenna, whatever you want to call it, in the shape of a heart, because I just think that fits her personality really well. And it's just generally cute and like pure, which is the definition of what Lima is just the cute and pure character. Oh, another small design change I've made. I've added things that are somewhat pupils, kind of. You'll see in a sec. I still have, like, you know, shine up here and stuff. But I've also added, like, it looks a little bit better when it's actually colored and stuff. Like, I can actually pull up a picture of, like, a more completed piece I did to actually, like, show off what I'm talking about here. But because, basically, I realized that her eyes, like, with no pupils, while those looked real good in sketch form, but when it actually comes to coloring it, it looks a little bit more creepy, which is not what I'm going for. Alright, so all we have to do now is that line there, there, bring this up, and just do that. Alright, that's that sketch done. You think you can... My brain stopped working. I think I can see on what it... Like, as in... Oh, wait! Okay, yeah. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was talking about there a minute ago. When I looked at that. Because I do that a lot. My brain just decides to forget any and all thoughts it had. But you said you had an idea for after this is done. Well, this is pretty much done here. I'm just gonna throw it up in the corner and move on to the next sketch. And I'm gonna do this all in like one file, so that I can basically just have a file. I'll throw this up here and make that a little bit smaller, and make a new layer for the next sketch. Because the worst thing is when I'm trying to edit something, and it edits like everything I've done so far. Just had to get a drink of my drink there. Let's just move here. Alright. What was... Form? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna wait for you to respond that. While I'm waiting, I am really quickly just going to like... Oh, a head crab from Half-Life or Wheatley from Portal 2. Oh yeah, I can draw one of those. Probably Wheatley because it's Wheatley. I am going to pull up a reference image because I do not draw Wheatley on a daily basis. So, I want to get things right. However, yeah, I should be able to do that. Alright. Just any old image of we should do. And we are going to move this over here. Name this layer F1. Now is this, yeah, this is the layer I have where I can, this is the layer I have where I can draw. Oops, that's not drawing. Alright, so, the good thing about Wheatley is that it seems pretty simple to start, as he's a circle, which is one of the more simpler shapes to draw, thankfully. I could start with this. I mean, I guess if we want to be technical, he's a sphere and not technically a circle, but I mean... So, I'm going to try to get the overall shape of him done first. Okay, so he has these like little... these things. So I'm going to try to get that done first. And this one wouldn't actually see this, but I do want to draw that because I think probably pretty important. I do want to bring that slightly off because it does have this sort of lip to it. This one I'm actually probably going to have to use 2 layers for. Alright. Other than that, it actually does come in to be like a slightly smaller at about like this point. So let's just bring this around. I'm going to erase this because we don't have to look at this anymore, and it's just going to confuse us if we keep it there. Bring that around. Now, let me just think, is that correct? That's a little bit too... Okay. Oops. Also, sorry if I get like sort of less talkative when I start drawing. It's because I go into like a focus mode when I draw. So yeah. Darn it. Cheddar's not here to roast me this time like he was last stream. That's a good thing. I'm very self-conscious about every single time I say or yeah now. Because the whole first stream, he just kept sending me messages roasting me, like making memes as the stream was going on. Making fun of how I kept going, yeah. Quite the experience. I kept hearing Discord messages, which is not a common thing, as like, I don't have a social life. I kept hearing Discord messages. And I think, oh, someone's sending him a message, what is it? And it'd just be Cheddar with another meme to roast me about how I say, yeah. Alright. So now this circle actually does kind of go into both of these. Oop, that's not a circle. That's also not a... That's... Okay, these are getting worse. We are just going to kind of follow the general outline of this circle we've already done. Now, I think it actually would appear to be this over here, but that might be too little. Absolutely little. Bring it down more like a circle, and less like a blob. Voice crack for the win. Clean up all of this. It's actually a circle. Oh, if you want to join the voice chat, feel free to go ahead. That's why I joined it, so that you have people who wanted to join if they want. Oh, this song. I think this is till it's over. Hello.
Hello.
E.
See that? My dog in the other room is in the other room, and he's clearly not engaged with it.
Oh gosh.
Oh, hi, Matt.
Hello.
I may have started a chain of events.
Yes. No, it was because of someone else.
Should I try getting Miles in here?
Ooh, the full meme.
Oh damn! I sound a lot smoother on stream now.
Huh? What happened? So this is actually kind of like an eye here, so we'll put that as an eye.
Yeah.
Bottom. I'm gonna try to not just draw this verbatim, because I don't think that's particularly entertaining if I just draw the exact thing. But I am using this for reference, and it is going to be Wheatley, so it is going to be somewhat similar.
Okay.
Alright. How am I supposed to do an expression? One eye, and like...
hold on.
Oh, that's a really easy thing.
Hold on, let me just go. It just depends on like how, like the eye never turns. The eye like never turns. It's always like just in one position.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull up a reference.
Actually, I could probably like just really quickly Google Wheatley expressions.
Ah, okay, hold on. I already found one.
Okay. Oh wait, that's a message from
here.
Cheddar.
Where do you want me to post it?
Just wherever. In general, I guess.
Okay. See this one? It has a expression to it because its eye is just like slightly down. Top eyelid is just like slightly down.
Yeah. Oh, I see that middle piece also seems like it can rotate on it. Okay.
Yeah, it can rotate. It can rotate his eye around.
Yeah, that's what I was not thinking about. I am going to try to just because like I've already drawn this, so I don't have to like erase all of this. I'm going to. Let's see here. Just gonna draw him looking very just like done with everything. That's probably easiest expression I could get out of what I have here so far.
Yeah, that's a quite easy expression to do.
Yeah.
Also, I think the way I think like the way the handrail is also kind of helps with the expression.
Yeah.
But you're not drawing the handrail right now, so you don't need to really worry about that.
I mean, I could. Let me get an image with reference for that. Okay. Google? Are you drunk?
What did you find?
Pictures of stairs.
Oh,
Like, like, this is not Wheatley on a handrail. These are stairs.
oh, yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's the stair handrail. I see what it was trying
oh,
to
but
think of.
it just. Okay,
I
here we
can
go.
get-
Actual
Hold on.
image I can somewhat use. It seems pretty simple. I'm going to make the handrail a little less detailed because it's just like the handrail, but okay, Marcus, right? Discord.
Man, I think I can see what you're going with.
Yeah. Wait, where does it connect? I probably should have copied it. Okay, it just connects at like the back of him, I suppose, where that's connecting. I only found one reference image, so I can't like get a whole bunch of stuff to like actually determine where it connects to Wheatley. Because I don't have the best memory, so I can't remember from playing Portal 2 where exactly it connects.
Well, it connects at the top, but then again, now that I think about it, it really never shows it that well. But
does it
I think
connect?
what you're doing is fine.
I probably will connect it to the top because I think that'll.
Oh, wait, I
Help
just
with
remembered.
logo.
It connects to the back.
But does it connect to the back? Alright, we're gonna just. Okay, we're just gonna do this without the handrail because it's just confusing at this point. Alright. We got the little aperture logo just below his eye, but.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think you should draw that just because it's so minor. But
Well,
you can go
yeah,
ahead.
but it's like, it's the aperture logo and it's Portal, so it's like.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna draw too detailed, like. I mean, that's honestly not really the aperture logo there, but you can tell what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I can.
So, Discord. It's Cheddar saying he's not sure if he can watch the stream as he has a trip tomorrow. How dare he have a social life? Right. We're going to. Actually.
Well, if you. Oh, wait, hold on. I just need to Google something if I'm going to make that joke. If cheddar is not available, why don't you just try Swiss cheese?
Ha. Ha, I see. Ha. Wait, I got a Discord message. Alright. Now we'll bring. Actually, that's spring. Nope. I am omitting some details here and there just for the sake of like space and like how large my pencil brush is. Like, cause it'll be very like clear that it's Wheatley, but like, you know, small detail here and there might be slightly less like, well, detailed. Hold up, need to type something. Okay, Discord is not marking my messages as read whenever I go into it, which is very weird.
Whenever Discord does that, it means your message was failed to send.
Well, no, like I'm talking about the messages other people are sending. It's just like, no, man, they're not sending those. You're crazy.
Wait, what?
Or well, like I'm seeing them, but it's like it's not. I'm bad at explaining things. Sorry. Like I'm seeing them, but it's not like registering that I've seen them.
Well, I'm terrible at explaining things too, so I don't blame you.
Alright, I'm just going to very quickly throw some flat colors behind this. I don't think I'm going to do any major shading because I want to multiple sketches today. Like my plan is probably, let's see, it's been about, oh rip, it's been about half an hour, so probably like 4, maybe 6, I'm not 100% sure. But something like that. Just to have like a little sheet of paper.
Something to note about Wheatley is that the image you're actually using, and it's a more common image for Wheatley, but that's actually Wheatley only used in the first chapter of the game, and for the rest of the game he uses this different version.
Oh, is it the one that's slightly more dirty?
Yeah, more dirty, and his eye is cracked.
Oh, that's kind of an important detail now, isn't it? Hold up.
This one doesn't have it. You don't need to do that.
Well, I mean, let me see how easy the crack would be to add, because if it's relatively easy to add, then I'll like gladly add that for like detail's sake. Wheatley, I can totally spell. Oh wait, it actually like gives me different results. I thought it would just autocorrect to Wheatley, but nah.
Did it give you? Did it give you grain or something?
It gave me some YouTube channel. That crack should be relatively easy to add. And I don't even have to really add a line. All I have to do is take this here, Control T it, and oh no. I want it to be clear that even like the center of that is. And does it actually look good? Or am I going to have to add a line to show the crack? I'm going to have to add a line to show the crack. Top 10 quotes to not say out of context.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, because I just realized. Does that look okay?
I think it could do a little better darker.
Yeah, needs to be a little darker. Because the crack, it's like shown as just being like pretty much just a straight line. Now I am going to rotate this a little. What? Okay, that's not too big of a problem. There we go, now I can just slightly rotate that. Alright. Now let's just throw down the other base colors. Now let me rename this to Lima Sketch so that I don't make that mistake again in the future.
Alright.
And also check Discord, because the moment I start streaming, chat is just like, oh yes, I must send Frank every message that I can. Cause like, I mean, he'll send me messages sometimes outside of his stream, but like the moment I start streaming, Just whoa. It's not a complaint. I mean, I like having a social life, but it's just a funny observation I've made. Alright. And what I'm going to do is really just take this sketch and Control E it, that combines the layer down. I'm just going to Control E it onto or take the color, or yeah, the sketch, Control E it onto the color, and then have that as the whole thingamabob. I'm also sampling the colors directly from the image, as I think that will look the most accurate, and it's also the lazy way of doing things. But it's the right way.
Valid though.
Yeah, it's like the right way, but it's also the lazy way, which is like the best when things line up to be like that. I could like just like bucket fill a lot of this, but it's actually very like meditative to just take the brush and fill it in. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but it just kind of is.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. Alright.
I only do a couple sketches every now and then, and I don't really draw that much. I'm not really artistic that much. There's one example I have on my computer that I can try sending.
Alright.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin.
Now it looks like I've missed this spot, but that's actually just the same color as the background, the sample color, which, I mean, whoops, I guess. Also, I did one thing this time on the stream that I didn't do last time. I actually changed the color of the background so that the Twitch chat, because the last time I realized halfway through the stream that it had white text on a white background, so it just wasn't even showing up half the time.
Don't forget there's like a little thing that sticks out on the side.
A little thing that on Wheatley?
In the little black circle.
Oh yeah, that thing right there. Yeah. I'll get that in a sec. I'm going to use a clipping group layer to do that.
I think it's like this. I think it's like this little circular thing, kind of like a line going through it, and it's sticking out from there.
Yeah. I actually am really liking how this sketch is looking. I suppose it's because I've never actually applied color to just a plain out sketch of mine, but it gives it a very concept arty look, which I kind of like.
It quite does.
Okay. I've not made that the most, that one right there, but right.
Turned out better than I
Oh
expected.
gosh! Removing the sketch makes it horrifying. Alright.
What?
I said removing the sketch makes it horrifying, like when that... Now we... Oh. Why are you... Not sure why it's making the square that big, but whatever. We can turn off ref 1 now, and we'll put this in place of ref... Actually, we'll put this on the left side, because he's facing to the right. We'll put this just under Lima here. Alright. Let's see, the other thing you mentioned was a head crab, right?
Yes.
Alright.
I think I think it might actually be easier to draw than Wheatley.
Alright. Let me just make a new layer, name it, and save the file, and get a reference. It'll probably be more organic, which will help.
Well,
with
small mechanical things like have all this like stuff that you can see and have to add them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you gotta use straight lines when it comes to mechanical stuff, which is like every artist word English. Every artist's word. Okay.
Worst nightmare.
Yeah,
I get it.
Worst nightmare other than hands. That's what I was trying to say. Like it seems like whenever I start streaming, I just lose every bit of English I know.
It's always nice when you're drawing something and you accidentally forget it that the thumb's the wrong way.
Yeah, oh, that's the most annoying thing. I once spent an hour on a drawing trying to figure out what was wrong before I realized it was just like the thumb. And like, I mean, granted, it's not the hardest thing to fix because like if you really wanted to, you could just say the hands facing the other way and be good right there. But it still is like annoying when you realize that's the problem. Okay. So very long. Just have an oval.
Just be thankful. Just be maybe you could be a little thankful I didn't request to draw GLaDOS, but then again.
Well, no, I'm not complaining that it's lumpy. I was just like making an observation. It seems to be...
It's fine like that, really.
Yeah, like lumps, like those are easy to do. Like that's of course more rough than that, but like it is really just randomly moving your hand around, get lumps, and it's just like adjusting it based on the level of lumpage. Actually, I might do this as a pose of it like standing up in a sort of attack pose type deal, which I might need to actually make this shorter because the angle would be different. Alright, hold up. I gotta think about how stuff works. So, full view.
The mouth.
Yeah, because I think
the
that'll.
The mouth is on its bottom, so.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get a reference picture at the bottom, but hold up.
Whenever it attacks you in the game, it sort of like lunges at you with the with its bottom facing at you.
Yeah, I've seen it in like Gary's mod. I've never actually played the original Half-Life game. Not for any particular reason, other than I just never really got to it, I suppose.
I've played Half-Life 2, but not Half-Life 1.
Yeah. Well, like, I'm not saying yeah as in like saying, but I'm saying yeah as in like listening, but as in doing this. So English is
so
a thing
I guess
that I know.
I guess one thing you could do is it's like have its teeth sticking out, and you can see it at the bottom at the same time.
Well, I was mainly talking about this when I said like a full view of that because I didn't want to like move the arm here because then you just wouldn't see that at all. Cause it's like arm, hand, tentacle, not tentacle, crab. Oh wait, crab claw. Because it's a head crab. But like, because that would have blocked it if I were to have this facing this way instead. Just had to make sure I'm on the right layer. It's the worst thing when you draw for a while, then realize you've been drawing on the wrong layer the whole time. So you just gotta like.
From the few times I've drawn in Photoshop, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
It's just a couple times and I already relate to it.
Yeah, it's like there's two things. Okay, so like from side, I now always constantly check to make sure I'm on the right layer, from using Adobe Animate because that thing crashes like, you know, SpongeBob trying to get his boating license. Like, I've learned to constantly save. Like, Control Z, Control S. Those are the... My hand is always on one of those when I'm drawing. Like, my left hand, like, never leaves, those two keys unless I gotta, like, use a different shortcut key, of course, but... Okay, this... I apologize if this looks kind of...
Thanks. It's alright. Honestly, it kind of looks like a really deformed leg.
Oh my gosh, I see it. Like... Amazing.
When you color it in, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Soft. What's that? So we gotta make this sharp and blah. Even though these really showed it's like super sharp, I think it'll help to make it sharper than it was.
Yeah, I can see it.
Now, the problem comes in as to where, like, which image I'm going to use for a reference for the colors.
Hold on, I think I can get some. Hold on, let me just start Gary's mod real quick. I can get some good reference images from that because from looking at the image, you can't. It's not really an image that you can just like eyedrop off of because it just doesn't look right on it too much. But I'm just gonna start Gary's mod so we can get a color reference.
Oh, my phone turned off. What?
Also, there's this weird bug I've been having where for some reason Windows wants to where every time I started Gary's mod, Windows 10 was asking me what program I want to use to launch an exe file.
What?
Yeah, okay. Oh, it still happens.
Wait, okay, that just occurred to me though. Do you use a program to run the exe file technically?
No,
like, is it,
no,
like...
I don't. No, I don't. Windows can't find anything that runs the exe files. It's the only program that has a problem with that. I'm quickly going to send you a screenshot of what it looks like.
All right.
But I need to go quickly and modify in Photoshop because I can't easily do print screen with just 2 screens. Okay. Okay, here it is.
I just had to take a sip of my drink there. Now, I am going to keep it at pretty much this level of detail, because I have a pretty simplistic, style when it comes to things, like sort of a cartoon style. And I mean, I can do realistic stuff, but it would take me a while to get this looking 100% accurate. Which is just like a limitation of like me. Actually, I've noticed something. This is supposed to be a different piece, isn't it? Yeah, it totally is. Alright. We gotta adjust that. Be more like claw-like and a little bit less.
Need to wait for some of my add-ons to finish loading because that's what happens when you have 127 add-ons.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's better than that time I had over 300. And I had to purge my and because I was really anxious to go get on a stream, I was so anxious for that I unsubscribed from all of my add-ons just to load the game up as fast as possible because I forgot to reinstall it before. I regret doing that because there's some content that's no longer on the workshop that I actually want, and now I can't have it because of that.
I'm getting a message from Cheddar.
Of course.
Look in the meme chat. Oh gosh, I'm scared. What's in the meme chat? Oh wait, there's nothing in the meme chat. Insane. Oh, he's typing.
Oh, there you go. Wait.
Jeez. See, I think he means that.
Good thing it takes time. Good thing it takes time to figure out what that says because I don't want to figure out what it says.
Oh no, it's just like when a mole pops out of a hole, like whack-a-mole.
Okay.
Because I saw the original image. What he did is he took in another server wherein he took like one image, just ran it through a bunch of not-so-bot commands until it became that.
Not so bot is a great bot, honestly.
It is. You see, I'm hesitant to add it to the actual like game server because now I believe it can't use any NSFW commands unless you're in an NSFW channel, right?
Well, if a bot actually programmed itself to do that, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Because I know bots like Tatsumaki have NSFW commands.
Yeah, like I'm gonna research that before I add it because like I know it has those. I don't want to add it being unsure because like that would lead to quite the experience.
I could test it out. I could test it out myself. I have a private server I can test that out in.
Sure, go ahead.
One moment, let me just go get my headcrab reference real quick. Need to freeze disable thinking for NPCs and spawn it in.
Oh gosh. I got a message from Cheddar. Not so but Dank Memer has NSFW. I said they both do. He said watch. So I'm trying to defuse a bomb here. Hold up.
That sounds lovely.
Anyway,
alright, here's the headcrab color reference.
Okay.
Under that's a nice skylight.
Yeah,
it's a little shiny.
Okay. Yeah, this will be perfect for like getting colors. Oh, I just heard a million messages. Why? It's in the memes channel. Oh, he's just like pulling up. Oh yeah, look, there's yeah.
There's a reason why I always turn. There's a reason why I turn off notifications for every message.
Yeah, you see, I actually recently, cause like originally, did you see that I kind of reformatted the server how it was ordered a bit?
Wait, say that again?
Did you see I kind of reformatted how like the channels in the server were formatted, like order and stuff like that?
I see.
Yeah, and that's just mainly because one of my friends who's also in the server, I was talking to them, and he said like, cause like I was saying like, why is no one using the server? It was kind of upsetting me, cause I have the server and there's people in it, but you wouldn't know it because no one was talking in it. And my friend mentioned, well, it's kind of unclear what each chat does because the names and stuff. And then he also mentioned that like kind of like the order of a couple of them was a little bit weird. They basically just like moved stuff into different places, unmuted some of them because like since it wasn't really being used anyway, I figured like it would either not bother people or like it would actually start being used because people would realize that like that's a thing that happens. And it actually seems to have worked because people are like starting to actually use the channels, which I'm glad about.
Discord not so bot invite. It gave me this change. The first thing that came up was this change.org link.
What is that from where like Not So Bot was temporarily banned?
Not sure.
Do you remember when that happened? Like, wasn't it because
No, well, I know it. I know for a while it was disabled.
Yeah, it was disabled, not banned. It was because like I think one of like the like playing whatever said like playing like it was like said playing Jews or something. Someone got salty about that, and they were like, "Hey, Discord's like, okay, it's disabled." They're like, "Okay," and then Discord's like, "Okay, it's re-enabled because people like this bot," and everyone was like, "Yay!" Very descriptive storytelling, I know. Alright.
Okay, I have. Okay, just need to log into Discord. I have mobile authentication, so it takes some time.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of annoying when it comes to logging into things, but I do it anyways because because security.
Yeah, it's always good to. Better be safe than sorry.
I do that for Steam too.
Yeah. I am going to use. Or no, we'll use this sort of color for down in here.
Yeah, so it's a little bloody down there.
Yeah. I am going to add like
Take
the
it
blood
out
to
of
like the
context.
tentacles and claws and stuff. But again, I'm going to use a clipping group layer because those are just like the most useful things in the world. Because I can draw on top of this with a brush without the brush blending and stuff, basically. And it also like limits me to just where I have the colors placed down. Not in modes. Sample that right there. We're gonna use a smaller brush. Actually, yeah, no, we just use a smaller brush.
Aha! I found it. Allow the following permissions. Administrator. I'm not falling for that trick. I'm going to change that as soon as it's in the server.
Oh yeah, because it would only be able to do
All
that if it was set to
all
that, wouldn't
bots
it?
like want your administrator settings, but I changed all of my bots so they pretty much get everything but the ability to add new channels and delete new channels and
Yeah.
delete messages.
I mean, chances are like Natsubot's not gonna do that, but it like
I
again,
don't think
better
it's
be
going
safe
to
than
do that, so I'm
sorry.
just gonna go ahead and add it. But I'm going to
Well,
change it as
don't
soon
give
as
it
it's in
administrator because then it could, I believe, it can ignore channel stuff. And
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
I know what administrator does.
yeah.
All right.
No,
Time to
I
change
didn't mean to imply that you didn't. I was just like, with everything I say, I always explain it. What was I saying? Yeah, which I'm not sure if that would actually give it the ability to put NSFW stuff in non-NSFW channels or not. Oh wait, okay, okay. There's stuff in the memes channel. No, there's not. It's Discord's confused. And it's in the general channel? No, it's just everything not being marked as red. Alright. It usually does that automatically, so I don't know why today it's just being like, no man.
Just giving them everything but the very sensitive stuff, including manage messages.
Alright, I think that is about as good of a head crab as I can here, so we're gonna take that and throw that down to the bottom right corner and turn off the references. Actually, really quickly with the Lima sketch, I am gonna throw in the colors because she looks a little bit out of place not having her colors, whereas these two sketches do. So I am going to do that real quick.
Okay, I went ahead and added them. Now I just need to figure out what the help command is. They even have one.
Scroll up. I need to get a reference picture for the colors as, because I like to keep all my characters' colors. I like to keep them all consistent throughout every instance of them, as that makes them look like the same character, you know, and that's always a good thing to have.
Yeah, I see.
Let's just extend that a little bit, put it over here, take our magic wand, and just to vanquish all of that. That's weird, it gives it like a vague outline, which nothing else has, like, whatever.
Okay, so there's these things that really. Okay, so all the Soul NSFW commands do require the channel to be marked as NSFW.
Okay.
There is one thing that might not be though.
What's that?
It's a neural network thing apparently.
Neural net. That sounds
I
cool,
mean,
but also potentially scary.
it says nothing really NSFW, but there's one thing on this list that is NSFW.
Is that the neural network we were just talking about, or a different thing?
And it's just the thing. It's just. How do you? Let me just like search how to disable commands. It has a.
So while I'm coloring Lima here, it actually reminds me of something. So so I got like the character updates tomorrow, so I think it's okay at this point to say who the character is. You're not gonna get like triggered by that, right?
Yeah, I won't.
All right. Well, cause like so I decided to make it was actually going to originally be a different character. I decided to make the character update for tomorrow Lima instead because every picture I have posted that has Lima had Lima in it, people have seen. Now I've done science, right, with my posts. Of course, they're all posts that I actually like, enjoy making. But I've done like with specific tags, without specific tags. And I've found that if my brain will start working again, the slime girl tag on Tumblr. I don't know if it's a popular tag and that's why like people
Something
view it.
tells me-
They're like,
something
okay,
tells me
we know
that's
the reason why
not-
people are using it if we're on here. But
I feel like that sounds like something that's gonna be mostly just porn if you search that up on Tumblr.
yeah, but like, since Lima is a slime girl, I use that tag, and every time I've done that, every post that has had that, people have viewed.
Huh.
I have found the meta. How to get popular on Tumblr, just use the slime girl tag. I've also found that a lot of people tag their post inaccurately.
Yeah, I already knew that because of this one PewDiePie video I saw a few years ago. Basically what he did is he searched the PewDiePie tag on Tumblr, and he found so many things that weren't PewDiePie.
Yeah, it's just like pretty cheap, honestly, just like
It was-
using a tag to get people to look at your stuff. Like that's inaccurate. Like it's okay if it's like actually accurate, but it's not chill if it's inaccurate. Now I'm just gonna add in all of her pupils and little
Thanks, dogs.
Alright. I can control E that onto there and move that into the top left again. Alright, and we can ref... Oh, we just called it layer 4. That should be ref 4. Alright, I think I'm gonna draw like, probably 3 more things. So, do you have any more ideas? Yeah, like perhaps have any ideas like related to the game? Any characters you'd like to see or scenarios or anything like that? Did he just die?
Oh wait, I muted myself. Whoops.
Okay. So like, any sort of bitter Bob like to see?
And okay, any suggestions? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
How about a this is something a bit unpopular. I don't think you probably know this, but let me just search it up real quick to make sure. So make sure you can just search it up and it'll get to it. Yes, you can actually. Tower Unite Cat Sack.
Oh yeah, I can draw one of those. All right. I am
They're
going
really
to.
draw,
Yeah,
so.
I am going to get the reference, even though it's simple, because like I have a feeling that if I try to draw it from memory, I'll get it inaccurate. Because like with even the most simple things, when you try to draw them from memory, usually they end up being inaccurate because the brain is a thing that does stuff.
There's this server I'm in. There's this server I'm in where where it has not safe for work channels. I mean, and in order to go in there, you have to have the not safe for work tag role, which you can ask to get, which I don't have, and I don't want one anyways. But the thing is, if I wanted to, I could actually add the tag to myself if I wanted to, because I'm a mod that's allowed to add roles.
Yeah.
I can't view it without it, but I can still technically can.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have a feeling that the conversation inside them is dead anyways.
All right, so I actually have a story related to NSFW chats in Discord. See, I have a friend who has a Discord server as well, right? And naturally, I'm in it. And I didn't realize this until a couple of weeks ago, but their server does have an NSFW channel. And I was like, what? And like like with who this friend is, I didn't expect there to really be anything, right? Well, I was mistaken.
There was this one time where as a joke, some of my friends created an anarchy server.
Oh gosh.
Since it was just like all of my friends, we never actually did anything that's just completely extreme. But it was mainly just us adding and removing channels and just trying to tag everything trying to tag every channel as AT+. Which I kept removing the tag from, but some people just kept adding it. It died not too long after.
Yeah. Now, this is gonna be really simple, which I like. I do like drawing things that are simple. That's why I draw Lima a lot, actually. I have all the characters for Juxtapose. She's probably the one I can draw the fastest because she has the least details to her, right? And that's like, it's like she actually has like less details on purpose because like she is kind of supposed to be the most like Looney Tune-esque character of every character in the game, just from like a personality standpoint. And man, that thing you can talk, it would be great if I could do that.
I wish I could too.
Oh, that looks a little off model. Alright. Gotta adjust this. going to do that to show that that is a tongue, and then we just need to do 2 circular eyes that stare directly into your soul. Was that mixed with Daft Punk right there, that song? I just realized that, like, it sounded like that.
I have it muted because I'm in a because I would be hearing myself the entire time.
Yeah.
But trying to figure out, still trying to figure out how to disable a command.
Yeah, this looks off model, but I mean, I think you could still tell what it is. This is, yeah, this is supposed to be a very like I think I said this at the beginning, but just like a chill stream. So like these sketches, I am just kind of doing relatively chill sketches. It's mainly just supposed to be something for like fun, really. Take a bucket here and put that in.
For a second, I thought it would be like it would be like an MS Paint bucket where it doesn't fill in according to the anti-aliasing.
Oh, it actually can be like that if you don't set the this setting here to the right setting. See, I have mine set honestly really high because usually I just use it to fill in where I have the brush, so it doesn't matter like how high I have it set, so long as it's not set to like max. And that way it fills in every little bit of anti-aliasing. Alright, I don't need to do. Let's grab this color here. Yeah, though, it was kind of fun when I was doing a little bit of science I was talking about before, figuring out what exact tag it was. Because there was also one tag that I used in, like, the original, post. Because, like, it had multiple, or no, it had one specific face of Lima that I thought was cute when I was working on her sprite. Which happened to just be, like, literally the OO face. So I used that as a tag. Because, like, you know, that's what was there. So and I did like posts that also had that, and I did posts that it didn't have that, and eventually found that it wasn't that tag specifically, but it's rather just the slime girl tag. You see, the way I found this out specifically was I did a post with the other characters like Lima, Jeanette, and Nona, and it had that tag in there, and then immediately got a like, and I was like, okay, I think I figured out the meta here. Which I'm actually kind of happy because I was already planning on drawing like a crap ton of Lima stuff because she's like, I think I said this before, she's one of my favorite characters to draw. So works out as like a win-win scenario.
Trying to figure out how to get this bot to work, but it is actually really hard.
Oh, this is from Just Shapes and Beats. Is what this is. Is this new game? I think this is, yeah. This is new game. Alright. Let's see, what can I do next? I think I might just do one more sketch that's large and I'll add like a little bit of lighting to it. Have it be like the most detailed sketch here. Just take a second.
There we go. Figured out what the figured out how to do this now. Still need to figure out how to disable that command though.
Yeah.
Okay, dot command list. Let's 2 periods. Whoops.
Alright. So for this final sketch here, that I'm going to do, a larger sketch with a little bit of shading, such. I do want to make it related to Juxtapose, as I I very much enjoy related to my. So, since this is like the largest one, have any ideas, or should I just come up with something on my own real quick?
Well, nothing. I have nothing. Oh gosh. I just went back to Google Images, and then I realized one of the things here was a cat sack body pillow. That's interesting.
So wait, like an image of it on a body pillow, or the shape of one?
No, it's just like a drawing of it as a body pillow.
Okay, hold up.
There's like, it's on
involved.
forums.pixelgames.com is where all that stuff comes from, but.
Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. So just like a drawing of it? I thought you meant this is like a real product. I was about to buy 20.
If it was a real product, I'd probably buy it too. But then again, maybe not, because I'd only buy it as a joke because because why would the devs do something like that?
For the meme of it.
It's just like how Paradox Interactive made a body pillow of a character from a game.
I know they made City Skylines, but I don't imagine it's from that. What game are we talking about here?
Well, no, they published City Skylines, but they didn't make it though. Colossal Order, I believe, is the name of the company that made it.
Okay. I think
it was this alien from a game that's known for being like all friendly and everything, and they made a body pillow for it.
The purest body pillow. Oh gosh,
they sold it at one of their conventions.
For how much though is the question.
I don't know, because there's no like merch store or anything for it. Well,
Probably. I'm going to draw just like Jeanette here, but I'm going to draw her slightly different than usual, as in it's going to have more realistic proportions. But that being said, that already.
Ah. Still trying to figure command. Ah, there we go. Okay, I figured it out. It's safe to it's safe to add it to the server if you want to.
Alright. Do it.
Here, let me just get you the invite link for it.
That looks okay. Instead of going for realistic, I'm just gonna go for my style because I'm not a realistically. I mean, I could if I wanted to. But I'll enjoy this more if I just.
Several people don't like doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because like it's much more fun to be able to exaggerate things. And,
There it is.
I mean, I'm going to go for slightly more realistic than usual, but not like majorly. It's still gonna be.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Well, one moment. There's something important. I'd probably go ahead and let you know, though.
Alright.
Before you add it, I want you to disable these two commands. Just run these two. Just run these two commands in.
Okay.
And it'll disable. And it'll disable.
I'll
them.
do that after I do the sketch. I'll do that and I'll
Okay.
add it after
That's fine.
that. Alright. So I'm going to basically. It's still going to be very much my style, but I am going to go for just slightly more realistic proportions just because this is a larger image here, so. Something. Those are way too different. Man, it feels weird drawing normal eyebrows. So I always do my just little, like, small oval eyebrows.
I see. Don't think I've actually seen something like those oval eyebrows before, though.
You see, where I got inspiration from that, like, really the only other place I've seen it, have you ever seen the artist Lavender Town? Town spelled with an E after the N?
I don't think I have.
Well, like, her, art style, I see those, like, sometimes in that, and I just really liked how those looked, so I kind of just started doing those as well. Actually, I'd say my art style, probably the two people that have influenced it most would probably be Lavender Town, and actually 10 Hours. Because he used to, like, draw a lot. He doesn't draw as much anymore. But, when he did, like, that's really where, like, when I first started drawing, I looked to...
I'm guessing he had a really anime-inspired art style.
Actually, his art style looks a lot like Butch Hartman. You know,
Okay.
like the guy that made Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Alright. Sorry, like I said
Great
before,
show.
I explain everything that I say. It's not 'cause I don't think you know, it's just how I am. But yeah, I guess there is anime influence in my style, because everyone tells me there is. But I actually, like, didn't intend for that, really. I mean, I'd say if anything, I intended
Honestly,
for it to
I
be
kind
more.
of know it does feel like it's kind of inspired, but at the same time, it doesn't look too much like it.
Yeah. Like, cause I was
Because
going for much more of like a Western cartoon inspiration, like Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, Phineas and Ferb, or stuff kind of leaning a little bit more closer to that.
we could say Avatar: The Last Airbender, but their art style is basically anime, but it's made
Yeah.
in the U.S.
Now that being said, I think the main thing that actually kind of distinguishes like my art style from a lot of those Western cartoon art styles is that in my actual like finished pieces, I don't use line work anymore. And that is simply because, okay, and this is not something like as an artist I would ever really recommend, even though it's something I did, but basically I suck at line art. Like, I can do it if given enough time, but it's like one of my weak spots. And one day I was curious, so I was like, I'm gonna do a piece without line art, and it looked good. I kind of just stuck with it because I liked it. Again, like, avoiding something simply because you're not good at it is not really a good thing to do, but it's what I did, and I'm not gonna lie and say I did something else.
So you just happen to benefit from it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's not something you should rely on.
Yeah, it's like you shouldn't
do.
like change your art style just because you're not particularly good at something. You should like get better at that thing you're not good at. But that being said, like, I would say if you do find like that, just avoiding that makes something that looks really good. I mean, I'm not gonna stop anybody from, doing the whole changing their art style, because that's each person's individual responsibility to choose whether they want to do that or not. Yeah, I'm really liking how this hair is looking. This is much more detailed than I usually do. I also usually draw her with her hat, so that's another big difference.
And it's quite straightforward too.
Yeah. Hold up. I think this would be better if we actually bring the hair down from like... Oh, the music died. Oh, what?
No.
Why is it dying? Okay, let's play the next song. Is that also dead? That's not good.
Oh boy. It's lovely.
Oh gosh, don't tell me my internet's dying. Is it? Hold up. That's not good. Okay.
I think I would have known if your internet was dying.
Oh wait, no, I think it's just my headphones that are dying. Okay. Well, I suppose I'm turning my headphones off.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm going
it's
to have to
the music is still running. And the
adjust my
stream.
desktop audio settings. Hold up. Okay. I need to adjust my Discord settings.
Oh wait, everything for what I was saying is I thought I was disconnected from Steam, but it's just really maintenance.
Alright. I think everything's working. It's a good thing I'm getting near the end of this, because I'm pretty sure this is gonna like capture some background sound a little bit here and there. I hope it doesn't, but that's very much a possibility. This neck is a little bit too wide for my... That's her face done. Now we just need to put some clothes on her, because that's, the decent thing to do.
Yeah, definitely decent.
Let's start with her sleeves, because the easiest thing to do is she wears oversized sleeves. All I really have to do is just draw the sleeves hanging. A little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit of shapeage. That. Now we're gonna hold up first. Okay, so three of my friends just started playing games all at the exact same time.
That's because you logged back into Steam, and Steam
Oh yeah, the Steam beta. You just said that, didn't you?
yeah, just went offline for maintenance.
Yeah. Sorry, I forget things almost immediately.
I do that too sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like Dory from Finding Nemo.
I just realized since this doesn't go all the way down to her feet, this image, I'm not gonna have to draw the floof today. Which is pretty easy to draw, but you've seen Jeanette's design before, right?
No. Sorry.
Oh, well, really quickly go to the announcements channel. It's the first post in there. That is the promotional image for Jeanette, which of course, since it's drawn in my normal style, looks a little different than this. Because here she actually looks like more realistically proportioned to...
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I actually didn't draw her hat on her like I normally do, because I thought that,
Yeah, I've seen her.
yeah.
I just forgot you were talking about them.
Yeah. I didn't draw her hat here because I thought it might be like easier to get like the hair. Like I wanted to mainly focus on the hair here because I like drawing her hair. It's actually really fun. Because like she just has this very like curly and honestly kind of unkempt, I suppose, hair. In that like it's not something that's very orderly, but it's fun to draw. There.
There are quite a few mods I completely forgot I installed.
Gary's mod?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know those servers that like have a bunch of add-ons, but like they never use like they only use like a quarter of them?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. I subscribed to one of those add-on packs, and it was the biggest mistake I had when it came to add-ons. You're only going to go on it because there's a chance you're going to only go on that server once or twice, and when you're banned, you're going to have no point in going back.
Yeah. Cheddar has just had the realization that Osu, like, you know, the Weeb game that I play all the time?
Yeah, I know what that is, because Miles plays it all the time.
Yes, I also play it all the time, have a friend that plays it all the time. Other than Miles. But he just realized that could also stand for dramatic pause. Ohio State University.
Oh my god.
Cause he just sent me this like message, like just OMG, it could stand for this. And I was like, yeah. Have you never Googled the game and gotten that as the?
Is there any thought Ohio State University has? If so, that should probably be an Osu.
I mean, not that I'm aware of. I mean, they have a. I'm pretty sure they might have a baseball team. Actually, do they? Yeah,
Most colleges and universities have teams.
yeah, but like, oh, no, I was like thinking of like how there's college football where you see the teams in that like actually play on TV, but I don't think there's a college baseball on TV. Is there? I don't really know sports well.
No, I mean in the U.S. there's obviously college football, but then again, that's really just a national thing.
Yeah.
Not international.
But I was wondering if like there's a thing like that for baseball in the US. I can't remember. Oh wait, I don't want to call that in because I'm gonna throw the colors on this real quick. Alright, let's just clean this up in a couple spots real quick. I'm gonna try to very carefully trace some of these guidelines. That. Alright. Now we can just throw down the colors. Let me grab the image.
You know those British children's YouTube channels, and they get a lot of comments that say, "It's a C, not a Z."
Yeah.
I just thought of that. It's been a while since I've seen that.
Yeah.
Hello, found my corpse.
Alright. Well, why is that so blurry? I don't know, but I suppose the world may never know. Oh wait, I can't actually use that as my reference. That actually has the colors all slightly purpled. No, I'm just gonna. Since this is a sketch anyway, I'm just gonna kind of.
Try doing it from memory, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Just get colors that are about right, because I know about what the colors are. Actually, wait. Is her hair? Is it like too far up her forehead? Ah, whatever.
I'm guessing that's her when she just woke up from the bed.
I suppose it could be that. I mean, I don't know. I just drew her grumpy because she's grumpy like 23/7.
See, getting up from the bed and having hair like that would explain why they're grumpy.
Yeah.
Everyone's grumpy when they get out of bed.
Official canon. Reason she's grumpy, she's always getting at she's Garfield. Human Garfield, but also a chick. Yep. That's how it works. It do be like that sometimes.
That reminds me, there is a cut. There is this cut reference. There is this eventually, at some point in Portal 2's development, the co-op campaign would involve a cut would involve basically a Garfield comic. Changes for copyright.
That would have been amazing.
Hold on, I can
Hold on.
hold on. It's
My phone
online.
just died apparently, so I can no longer look at the Twitch chat. Again, good thing we're near the end of the stream, or else that would be really bad.
Portal 2 Garfield. Here it is. It's split into two images for some reason, so I'm just gonna post them
Alright.
like this. There we go.
Oh yeah, I think I might have seen that before.
Was it? I mean, Valley's Network was the first time I've heard of it. I mean, I already heard the voice lines of us talking about this beforehand because Ellen McLean was able to record these. I listened to all of them, and yeah, there's actually an entire video about those voice lines.
Ah. Dude, I also listen to voice lines a lot when I play a game, like the Danganronpa series. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
Well, it's a visual novel series, but like It also plays kind of like non-visual novel time. Basically, okay. I'm not going to go into a whole summary of it here, because then the stream would be another hour long. High school students murder each other. It's also voiced. To sum it up.
High school students murdering each other every day of high school, though.
I mean,
Basically.
true, but like. But it's a visual novel series, and I always listen to the voice lines because I actually think it's like one of the few cases where the English voice actor or something like that, it's actually like good. Even though a lot of people swear that it's not. You see, they're wrong because I'm right, and that's totally how it works.
Oh gosh.
No.
It's always annoying when someone tries to take that seriously.
Yeah.
Like it's always annoying when somebody's acting it's when someone's being serious and then they say that.
Yeah.
And yet it's more common and normal. But do you want to know something that's more of a serious problem than that? Because most of the time people joke when they say that, of course. But it's people shielding themselves from criticism.
Yeah, it's counterintuitive because criticism is a good thing. It shows you how to improve.
There are several instances of this. I think the two most notable examples would be Napoleon Bonaparte and Kim Jong-un.
Oh yes. Alright.
I mean, actually, I think there's more, and when it comes to absolute rulers, I think there's just way more than that.
Yeah.
But you know why Kim Jong Un is bad. But Napoleon was a much better case because, well, that was really just because he wasn't as overprotective about himself as Kim Jong Un was. Actually, is because he's still a problem today.
I combine.
And I know quite a few people that are not quite do that at the same time as well. Like there's this one person on the Portal 2 workshop who would delete every time someone leaves, even their nicest criticism, they delete the comment and block them.
That is not the proper way to approach things.
And because of that, I'm in this small Portal 2 community and everyone hates them. Because of that. There's a few other examples I'm trying to think of. I had this weird dream once. I'm telling you now because I haven't told anyone this before, even though I've been meaning to. I had this dream where someone overnight went on my computer, like nobody in my family, like someone overnight went on my computer. Somehow logged in, and they completely messed up everything.
Oh gosh.
And, one thing I know they physically came to my computer because my phone had a black case on it, even though my phone doesn't have that. But everything was messed up. Thankfully, none of my profile picture on Discord was different, and it was also on Steam. But something was odd because every game I own 70 games on Steam. 50 of them were removed from my library. And for some reason, my Steam level somehow got down all the way below 10 somehow.
That doesn't sound fun.
I'm not. Yeah. And I was desperately trying to fix all this, and I was thankful when I woke up.
Yeah. It's always the best when you wake up from a nightmare and realize what was happening didn't actually happen.
thing they did, they kicked me out of all my Discord servers.
Yeah, that. Oh gosh, that would be very annoying. Yeah, I'm just very quickly throwing these colors in because it's weird. Usually when I'm drawing, I can like draw forever. Like when I start streaming drawing, I get tired real fast actually.
It's just like how I want to try something and then I stop 5 minutes later because I don't feel like it.
Well, I mean, it's not that I don't feel like it, it's just that like I get tired quick for some reason. So I do think that the sketches and it's actually like particularly the Wheatley and the head crab, I like how those came out.
Yeah, they look quite nice.
Yeah. This is a pretty chill stream as well, which is what my goal was, to just have, you know, something just kind of relaxing. They can just sort of chill out to, you know, sort of have in the background as you're, I don't know, playing a game or something, and occasionally come back to see what's been made. Now it's going to be a little bit different. The stream is going to be on Thursday because I'm actually going to make the, like every Thursday I'm going to make the promotional image for the next week over the course of a stream. That's the only thing I'm going to do is just make that, and then when I'm done, just like end the stream. But it'll basically just be a way for people to get a peek at to what the next character is early. It's always fun to do. Alright. I think that is this done now. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is this done now. So I am going to end the stream. Anybody watching, leave.
Yeah, there's only one person, and that one person is me.
Oh, well, rip. Anybody watching on YouTube, this is where you leave the video now. Okay, bye.
Don't use autoplay.
Yeah, no.
No need to use it. Just close the video.
Yep. Yep. Video's over. See, the end card just popped up. It's totally not gonna actually pop up at that time. But let's just imagine that it did. The end card just popped up. You know, you're seeing the recommended video feed pop up in the video. It's time to go. Yep.